Hello everybody, anybody new to my channel, my name is Jeff and welcome to Home Machinist. So, I'm underway on the scope mount. We have a lot of machining to do. This one has to be done in two videos, so just too many operations. So here we are. So, let's not waste any more time. Please like, share, and subscribe, and let's get some machining done. This is self-explanatory, isn't it? So I'm going to do this cut. We'll do one climb cut back. We get a nice pretty finish for the climb cut. That's another reason I like the climb cut all the time on here. When I'm recording, it's a much beautiful finish for the eye through the camera. So at 1/800, 1/900, 2 inches. And we're going to get our squeal. That's 2/100, not so bad. Not too bad. Okay, I'm going to go in. Now this is climb cutting. This thing just does it so well. Of course, with this camera here, you can see the finish. And that's why I like to climb cut when I record, because you always get such a pretty finish. And through the camera, you know, it pleases the eyeball. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and finish this. Now again, we're going in a depth of 640, and we're going to stop and leave a 500 base on the bottom, a ½ inch for our Picatinny mount and our base of our scope mount. Okay, I'm going to do this off camera. I'll bring it back when it's complete. It won't be too long. $640 is what we're looking for. 600, 610, 20, 30, 38 with squealing before. Right there it is. Okay. That's 39.3, 6, 40. We're going to climb cut out, and we're done. I'll bet you, yeah, we got some chatter in there. Didn't quite eliminate it, but it is what it is. It still turned out nice. Dimensions are dead on. I know they are. Okay, so that's that operation. We're set up. We're ready to do our channel, so we can do our female Picatinny mount. Our length of our mount, our base right there. I wish I had better end mills, but it is what it is. Still working. Okay, we don't have to go any further than that for sure. I have a little drag on my table. I always put a little drag on my table. And here we are again, climb cutting all day long. This machine loves it. Oops, sorry about that. That's going to put us at 600 watts. All I'm going to do is finish this with, I might even just use an even number and make it easy. Maybe 680, 700, right in there is where I'll stop. So I'm going to do that off camera. Again, this is basic machining, basic 101 stuff. I'm just pushing these walls back to get our channel width. So I'm going to do that off camera, and I'll bring it back to the last cut. Okay, I'm getting ready to do the final cut on our channel here. Okay. This is only 25,000. So I'm just going to do a 25 thou pass on the other side, back, and our width is finished. And we'll be ready to put our 90 degree inclusive tool in and get it set up on our way back. Okay, that should do it. Okay, so our 90 degree inclusive is set up. We'll go ahead and do our first pass. So we're really far from finish right now. I'm spinning at 777 RPM. Finish. You hear the noise the tool's making, and it's not having any effect on finish. Finish is beautiful. Okay, we're almost done here. Now we're going to go 20 down the other side. Yeah, alright, 20 down the other side. Alright, do 20 down the other side. Hi Harris. Hi Millie Pose. Hi Harris Pose. Both my puppas are in here with me. Okay, let's get this done. Okay, let's go ahead and do this, and then we'll test. Slow down like that. Get on back here. And there. Okay, time to test. Okay, I just hit the number that worked. Again, this is what I'm making the riser out of. And by the way, this is super flat too. So here we go. It's fairly decent fit. Okay, and we don't have a lot of side play. Okay, which is what I wanted. So, I think we're good. We're good to go. Okay, it's Monday morning. Mill's warmed up. We have a 1/2 inch high-speed steel ball end mill. We're going to do the front profile cut. I think the next operation is going to be the 1-inch through hole. So let's get this profile cut done. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to do a couple passes for you. I can't record everything on every operation because it would make this video 12 hours long. So let's do this, get this front profile cut done so we can move on. Second cut. all my carbide 1/2 inch end mills are so worn out. I probably would have did it with a regular center cut end mill and then brought this in for the end, but this probably cuts better than my worn out carbides. Okay, I'm gonna go 40 this time. I'm at 100 thou deep. This is gonna be our last cut, then I'll finish it up and bring it back for the final dimension cut. This is a 2-flute end mill, by the way. Okay, so you can basically see what I'm doing. I'm going to remove section up front here, get that front profile done. So let me finish this up off camera, and again I'll bring it back for the final dimension. So here we are. Let's go out here and do our final cut. Get our radius in place, and we'll change the tool out. So let's do our final pass. Very nice. Okay, I think I'm going to use the face mill. It does such a good job. We can go right up to the bottom of that radius right there. Very nice. Yeah, so everything's above the floor. We're good. Alright. So we'll go in a couple more thou. Let's do one more cut. Should be cleaning it up right there. I'm going to try not to get any chatter right here. Real slow. Here it comes. So let's back out. Well, there you go. It worked real well. Good to go. Okay. Alright, let's move on to the next operation. Okay, we're ready to move on to the next operation. Okay, so there's a slight, ever so slight little step right there. We're just going to leave it. If I'd have gone on up in there, we would have got a lot of chatter in that corner, and we all are already aware of how dull my end mill is. But we're ready to pull this out of here. And I think we're going to set up on the through hole at this point and get that out of the way. So here we go. This is where we're at. Front profile, low profile is done, female mount's done, and the rear forward offset is done. Okay, there it is. Alright, so let's get moving on to getting this through hole done. So I did this hole off camera because, again, it's a basic hole, but I'm just going to explain to you how I do this. I do a little differently, I think, than most people would. So we have our center line of our scope ring, our first scope ring here. We're dead on it. And I start out with a center drill, and then I step up. The reason I step up with drill bits, I think I used 4 different sizes here. It's because when you step up, you get very, very accurate holes with drill bits. And that's how I do it, especially for to maintain accuracy. So we're sitting at a 7/8 right now, 940. We're ready to bring the boring head in and finish our 1 inch for our first ring. And then we're going to turn it over and do the other side. Now we have to do these individually, but we're going to pick up the other side just as accurately as we picked up this. And we're going to get our center lines really, really dead on. I guarantee they'll be under 1/1000. So let's move forward here, get the boring head set up, and get this bored to 1 inch. So here we are. Let's get going. I think I'm going to spin it a little faster. This is going to take a little while. Now our ring is 760 wide, so we really don't have to go any further than that. So I think that's what we'll do. We'll go to the 850. That way I know I cleared it. So we're at 650, 700, 750, 7. We've just passed our depth. We're at 800. Let's go on to 850, and we'll back out and finish this up. 850. So we're going to come out slow. So you can see why everything takes so long to do. We just can't record everything. Okay, I did my first pass. I removed right around 10 thou. I'm breathing real difficult. Breathing's difficult this morning, so just bear with me if I start coughing. I can't keep shutting cameras off and reshooting every time I start hacking or having a hard time breathing. But I am having a hard time today, so just bear with me. Anyways, I made a plug gauge. It's exactly 9995 in diameter. We're sitting at 954. I'm going to go ahead and bring this real close to my finish off camera. Again, I can't record everything start to finish because this video would be, like I said, 10, 12 hours long. So I did my first pass, and again, we're sitting at right around 954. So I'm going to adjust this. Keep going until we get, I guess, around 985 or so, and then I'll bring you back for the finish, oh, excuse me. For my last couple of oh Lord, for our last couple of passes to finish this up. So this pass right here should put us right at 986. We're on our finish pass here. I just measured at 997. Our plug gauge didn't quite go in yet, so I'm going to remove right around 3 or 4 thou and see if we don't hit our number. That should put us right where we want to be. So let's do this last pass. Boy. Okay. There we go. I'm going super slow and feed just so I can get a pretty finish, a prettier finish. I'm trying to get these lights off that. I'm sorry about that. Those lights can make things really bright, but at the same time I can't really see anything without them. $700, $150 to go. $100 to go. We're approaching finish depth. Right there. So let's back out slow. We should be right there. I'll measure this, see if the plug gauge fits. Okay, we just hit our dimension. This thing is absolutely perfect. It'll just, so it creates a vacuum. There it is. Okay, and it creates suction coming out. Okay, we hit it dead on. So we're going to turn this around. We're going to pick our edges up very, very accurately so we can get our center lines dead on. This is done. The finish is absolutely beautiful. Okay, let's move on here. So we're going to start feeding it in. There it is, it's touching. We're going to zero right there. Let's just do our first cut. And we'll do the same thing. I'll show you this first scratch cut. And then we're going to finish it up and I'll bring you back for the last cut. It's just too much recording time to record every bit of every operation. Our drill is still dead on zero. So there we go. Okay. We're approaching 300 deep. Okay, I'm hoping this was the last cut. I measured about 1/1000th from finish. So we'll see if this works. I'm approaching my depth. Another 100 to go. Here we go. There it is. All right, we're going to back out. Okay, let's see if we got it. We just hit our number. Here's our plug. There you go. Beautiful. So that plug slid down in both spring holes, pretty much identical. We literally hit it identically through the same number, of course. So I know how accurate my center line is. It's dead on. Oh, it's got a nice vacuum to it. Very nice. Okay, we accomplished. We did exactly what we set out to do. Okay, I'm turning these cameras off. I think I'm going to take a short little break, and then we're going to get to more another operation set up. Okay, so we are now ready to move all the material in between the rings. And this is going to be a long haul doing this. So as you can see, I'm using that same 2-flute high-speed steel end mill 3/4 that I used earlier in this project. So I'm going to do all of this off camera until I get real close to finish again, but this is what we got to do. We have a lot of material to remove here. So I just wanted to show you what I have to do at this point. I'm going to do it all off of camera. There's just no reason to, again, record all this. You can see what I have to do. So let me get busy and we'll bring you back when we're getting close. So we're doing 100,000 passes, 100,000 cut per pass. This is 100,000. We're slowly getting there. So I'm just going to keep doing this until I get close to my reference lines. Then I'll bring y'all back and we'll set up for the next operation to finish up all this material removal. Okay, there you go. Alright, I'm going to keep going 100,000 at a time till I get close to my reference lines. Okay, I came in this morning, cleaned up the mill, got all the aluminum out. We're set back up in the vise. We're nice and flat against our parallels, as you can see. We need to take some more meat out of the center here. I'm going to do the same 1/4 inch radius in both these lower corners. So at this point, off camera, I'm just going to remove more material here, leaving meat here for 2 1/4 inch radiuses. We'll see how that goes with that dull carbide. I'm a little worried about that. But at this point, let's do this off camera, and I'll bring you back when we're ready for the next operation. We're going to go in and do our last couple thou here. And this is literally it. This is how close I was, and I remembered to hit record. Okay. And we have chatter in one corner worse than the other. There you go. Okay. So that's that. The rear wall is done. We just hit our dimension there. So we're pretty much done. I'm glad I didn't completely miss it, but pretty close. Okay, I'll take this off here and then I'll show it to you. I'm sorry I almost missed that last cut. Well, I did miss most of the last cut. So anyways, here we are. Let's keep moving forward here. Okay, we got most of it done. Okay, well, so you can see we have quite a bit of chatter in here. It is what it is, but honestly, it doesn't look that bad considering how bad that end mill is. But there you go. We are definitely getting our profile brought in. Starting to look like a scope mount for sure. Okay, man. Let's move on. Okay, so our ring is 725 wide. I'm zeroed right at 725, so I'm actually 20 thousandths off the back side of this ring. So we're just going to slowly go in. I just want to put 2 radiuses in the corner and go in 459.5 on each side. Okay, we're now 1/4 inch deep. Okay, again, we're going to stop short. What was I, 20? I think it was 20. Yeah, it was 20. Okay, there's 20. We're just going to do this until we hit our 459. $300. That's 980 right there. 455. Go up and we'll move a little bit more in the front here. And we'll come out and do a final pass. That's 990. Okay. I want that radius to meet that wall real perfectly right there. And I can see we're just in front of it. See how good my zero is. Okay. This is 1,000th. 1,000th off of the 725 thickness of the ring. Let's go in. We're going to go right on into 9 or 459. $459.45. Oh, that's $359.45. Shit. Okay, we were 1,000th off. Let's work our way back into there. I missed it. I stopped at $359. Okay, 1,000th. Okay, there it is. Let's see what we got here. Oh, we're still a little bit off. It's ever so slight. Oh no, I'm gonna have to go all the way to 0. Got to do it. I can't have a little step there. I can see it. Nobody else would notice it, but I notice it. This is dead on 0. This is how picky I can be. Look at that. Look at that little cut. Well, this is what it's going to be. I'm just going to go in. $459. and then work my way out. Here comes 459, 45. There it is. We're not touching, we'll just come on out. Okay, she's done. Oh man, we hit that dead on. Wow, very good, very good. Okay people, that cut's done. Now we just got to go over and do the other side. Coming up to 459, 45. There it is. 1 inch. And we're done. I'm gonna do both times cuts. If we're going to 880, we'll go in. Oh, this is I mean, you remember this setup here, so we're going to be gentle. We don't want to create any vibration and movement, nothing like that. So let's just do a little cut. We're going to go in 459. Let's try a small 25 thou cut. We'll stop short at 870. We'll do that. Not too much harmonics. I figure we get a little noise, and we're definitely getting it. Okay, we're going to stop at 8. We'll stop at 865 for now. Okay, so we just got a good idea that it does have a little harmonics in it. I kind of figured that would happen. That's why I did the small cut. So let's work our way in. We'll do a couple cuts here for you, and then I'm just going to do it. Because again, this is basic stuff. $865. Okay, so you can see what I'm doing. So I have quite a bit of material to remove, and I have to do small cuts. So let me get into this pretty far, and we'll bring you back for the final couple cuts. I think I'm going to leave that radius in there for now. I can always come back and change it. All right, let's stick to 400 deep. So let's go on in and get our depth and come out and then get the other side done. Okay, we're going to go into our 880 now. That's 75, 6, 7, 8. Trying to reduce chatter, so we're going super slow. 879, 880. Okay. Yeah, it's not bad at all back in there. Okay, I'm going to do this other side. This is a piece of 01 tool steel, 1 inch diameter exactly, basic drill rod. It's got a light coat of oil on it. Let's see how good my center lines are. It's literally a bearing, smooth as glass. There you go. That speaks volumes. Okay, let's take a look at it. Even with the crappy dull carbide end mills, it turned out absolutely beautiful. Just a beautiful part. So we made excellent headway. I have to order a tool to finish this, and obviously we're going to have to do a second video. I'm probably going to do the riser for next week's video because it's partially made, and I've already shot some of that video. Excuse me. And then we'll finish this up after the tool gets here. So again, I'm very happy. It's beautiful. Turned out excellent. Even that crappy end mills didn't cause us that much grief. But everybody, have a fantastic work week coming up. I love y'all. Please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.